Hey everyone, so good to be with you. My name is Tammy Boothby, and I'm a regional vice president with Arbonne and a registered nurse. And I just want to welcome you to our healthy living presentation focused on how to eat for your hormones. Wow. So I've had so many women reach out to me lately, just desperate for help with weight management, needing more energy, needing better sleep, needing a way to get rid of bloating, hair loss, hot flashes, irritability, skin wrinkles, swelling, irregular menstrual cycles, anxiety, depression, and the ever-present brain fog. They wanted to know what I was doing. And honestly, I really had to dig to find some answers, but I have good news. There's actually so much we can do to nourish our bodies and repair the gut, which will help our brain, our mood, our skin, our digestion, our immune system, and our hormones. And just for a quick disclaimer, this is informational only. This is not medical advice. I'm simply sharing my story and what has worked for me personally. And you guys, the reason women have asked me what I'm doing, because they know I'm such a health nut. I went through breast cancer in my 20s. My sister and my mom also passed away of breast cancer. And sadly, it wasn't a genetic component. It was sadly an environmental component, which is another thing to look at. And it just made me, again, at a very young age, just get determined to be as healthy as I could be so that I never had to face that kind of diagnosis again. And it's truly my passion now and my mission to help other people become as healthy as they can be as well. And, there's a time and a place for medication, but we can do so much in our healthy lifestyle to improve every part of our health. And really, it's so interesting because we tend to give our power away, you know what I mean, by going to the doctor. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying there's so much that we can do. And so that's what I really want to impart to everyone is that we have the power to make huge, huge shifts in our health today, right now, within 24 hours. So I'm so excited that you're here. So first of all, I just want everyone to understand if you're going through any kind of hormonal challenges, I get it. I've been there. I'm still growing through it. At the age of 46, 3 years ago, I woke up and it was 2021 and my dad had just died and I didn't recognize myself anymore. I think that was just the tipping point, the stress of going through the loss of my dad. And now my whole family's in a cemetery. And again, just figuring out who I was and without them. And it sent me into a pretty deep spiral. I had this constant bloating. I know you can understand this. It's just swollen all over. Sleepless nights. I felt depressed. I felt extra agitated and irritable at little things. Just utterly exhausted. The crazy, crazy thick fog of brain fog like I've never experienced before. And I understand hormones diminish with age. I know stress is hard on the body, but I was eating clean and I was exercising. And I honestly felt a little indignant that I was feeling this miserable and doing, what society would say is all the right things. Everything I used to do in my 20s and 30s wasn't working any longer. And it was like a switch flipped and I was bottomed out. I couldn't find my words. There's no way I could have given this presentation tonight in 2021 because my brain just was not firing. It makes me sad to think that so many women are suffering without answers and without a plan. Well, I want each and every person listening to know that you are not broken. You are wonderfully made. The body is made to heal itself. We just have to remove the interferences, work with our body's natural hormonal cycle instead of against it, and add to our health instead of subtracting from it, right? By all the products that we're using. So here's the deal. I know you know this. We're living in the most toxic time in human history. The sooner we can reduce the toxins coming into the body, the sooner we can heal. Did you know that an average woman is exposed to 168 toxins a day just from her beauty products alone? And think about it. We have lotions and deodorant and nail polish and perfume and foundation and blush and eyeliner and mascara and lipstick and eyebrow products and shampoo and body wash and hair products and moisturizers and serums and Everything we put on our skin is absorbing into our bloodstream and affecting our health even faster than food. This doesn't even count the cleaning supplies we're exposed to, the laundry detergent, the fabric softener, and the air fresheners. Any type of cleaning solution that is not vinegar or baking soda is an endocrine disruptor, which will affect your hormones. Any type of artificial fragrance is an endocrine disruptor, which will affect your hormones. Any type of beauty product that contains mineral oil or petroleum or parabens or phthalates is an endocrine disruptor, and it will affect your hormones. We are slathering on products head to toe, day after day, week after week, and year after year, and wondering why we wake up feeling so miserable later on. Our bodies are tired. They've been working hard to deal with all of the chemicals and toxins that we've thrown at them. There are more toxins in our environment today than ever before, from heavy metals to glyphosate and pesticides and food preservatives and toxins in beauty products and cleaning supplies, industrial waste in the water, such as polychlorinated biphenyls or PCBs and dioxins. And never have any of these chemicals been tested to see what happens in the body when they're combined with each other. These substances are not found in nature. They're man-made, and they disrupt our natural hormone balance. More than 200 industrial chemicals are being found in the umbilical cords of newborns, you guys. These chemicals cause decreased progesterone production, decreased sperm production, leading to fertility problems, cancer, and hormonal imbalances such as miscarriages, sleep disturbance, loss of libido, estrogen dominant symptoms such as fibrocystic breasts, water retention, and osteoporosis, just to name a few. Not only are toxins affecting our hormones, they're damaging our gut. Leaky gut was never heard of when we were kids, right? Did you ever hear of leaky gut? And now it's affecting up to 80% of the population. What is leaky gut and why is this happening? Leaky gut is when the intestinal walls start to erode and toxins seep into our bloodstream, causing an inflammatory response that could go up to our brain and other organs. It's safe to assume if you're having mood or stress issues or even autoimmune issues, addressing the leaky gut will have a profound effect on how much better you feel. We're just starting to understand the gut bacteria and its impact on all aspects of our health. But I really think when it comes to mental health, we have it all confused. We think in order to be happy, our circumstances have to go our way. The more I understand the way the gut bacteria work, however, the more I realize that the health of our gut determines our happiness, probably more than our boss, our husband, or our kids are behaving. It is our gut bacteria that determine if we're in a good mood or not in a good mood. We know that 95% of our serotonin, which is our happy hormone, is produced in our gut. But think about it. Psychiatrists are focusing on the brain and prescribing SSRIs and anti-anxiety meds. They're prescribing anti-anxiety meds with minimal success. Why? Because, in my opinion, we're focusing in the wrong place. We need to focus on the gut. And I have a huge heart for this. I heard a statistic that stopped me in my tracks, and I cannot stop thinking about it. Women 45 to 55 years old have the highest rate of suicide in our country right now. Wow. This is exactly why I took a deep dive into gut health related to hormone balance for women. We have three major hormonal milestones as women. We have puberty, pregnancy and postpartum, and pre and post menopause. These are the times when we need the most support. Women are often taking care of kids and aging parents and the sandwich generation. In other words, more stress than ever, all while hormones are declining and our healthy habits that we've relied on no longer work. No wonder we're all set up to be completely defeated and suffering through so many life changes. We have to adjust our foods, our fasting, our toxic load, our exercise routine, our sleep, and we have to heal the gut. This is not optional. So what are the gut disruptors and why do we all have leaky gut? Well, number one, antibiotics kill the gut bacteria, and it takes no less than a year or even more than a year to replenish these gut bacteria. Remember, we're also getting antibiotics in farmed meat, and glyphosate, which is the active ingredient in Roundup, the pesticide, renders and you know, glyphosate is sprayed on all our food now, it renders only the good bacteria in our gut inactive. Glyphosate is actually more of a gut disruptor than an antibiotic because it only targets the good bacteria, leaving the bad bacteria to multiply. At least the antibiotic is killing both the good and the bad bacteria, right? Which isn't good, but at least the bad bacteria get killed. But no wonder everyone's dealing with gut issues. The overprocess of food, the depleted soil, aspirin, Motrin, and naproxen use also contribute to a leaky gut. Artificial sweeteners like aspartame and Splenda, our low fiber diet all play a role in making the gut vulnerable to leaks. And you guys, leaky gut is the most common cause of food allergy, even arthritis, headaches, brain fog, mood issues. I mean, there's so many things. And again, autoimmune issues, a depleted immune system, all of these things can relate to the gut health. And you think about even skin disorders like eczema, psoriasis, acne, all of these things are connected to the gut. So much of our life is connected to the gut and how we look and feel. So what can we do? Obviously, we can avoid antibiotics as much as we can. Take a probiotic, you know, when you're especially going through antibiotics, take a probiotic as a habit, just like brushing your teeth. We all need these probiotics. Choose grass-fed meats and dairy products. Eat more diverse fruits and veggies. And the single greatest predictor of a healthy gut is actually the diversity of plants in one's diet. More specifically, studies have shown that the consumption of 30 is the magic number, 30 different plants in a given week was the greatest predictor of gut bacteria diversity and therefore gut health. There's also a link between fermented foods and gut health, and the fermented foods like sauerkraut or kimchi, that's going to help with gut diversity. Isn't that cool? Intermittent fasting has also shown that good bacteria multiply in a fasted state. Who knew? We recommend 12 to 16 hours between dinner and breakfast to achieve this gut diversity. So say if you took your last bite at 7 p.m., you wouldn't eat again until 7 a.m. or 11 a.m., somewhere in there. There's actually a reorganization in a fasted state. Old bacteria die off and new bacteria emerge. We can shift the health of our gut in a beautiful way by practicing intermittent fasting. So do you know what else feeds the good bacteria and helps it to multiply? Fiber. And I'm not talking about Metamucil fiber. I'm talking about the fiber that is naturally occurring in plant foods. Eating fiber actually increases the gut diversity, and the prebiotics found in fiber feed the good bacteria in our gut. The healthy bacteria that feed on the fiber release short-chain fatty acids, which heal the gut. These short-chain fatty acids from fiber also suppress the growth of bad bacteria. Again, fiber is not optional. Did you hear that? Fiber actually heals leaky gut. Isn't that cool? So we need fiber. Our leaky gut needs fiber. Our hormones need fiber. Our neurotransmitters such as serotonin and dopamine need fiber. Our skin needs fiber. Our immune system needs fiber. All of these components of our life need fiber because they are all related to the gut and the health of our gut. So it's also been published that dietary fiber consumption is associated with lower body weight, reduced type 2 diabetes, lower total cholesterol, and lower systolic blood pressure. Isn't that cool? So short chain fatty acids have also demonstrated a profound effect on improving learning and memory. This is all from fiber, you guys. It helps your brain. It just helps every part of your life. The hunter-gatherer societies consumed 100 grams of fiber a day. Whoa. The average American consumes around 15 grams of fiber per day. Additionally, the hunter-gatherers consumed 600 different types of plants in a year, whereas in America, we consume less than 50 different plants per year. So it's time to shake things up and try new veggies, new fruits, new kinds of fiber-rich foods, right? So some of you might be saying, but Tammy, every time I eat raw veggies, I get bloated. And I totally understand because that's where I was a few years ago. I had, I went through a bunch of surgeries for breast reconstruction after mastectomy and many, many rounds of IV antibiotics. And my gut was a mess. I was bloated constantly. One of my neighbors actually asked me one day if I was pregnant. I'm like, oh, can anyone relate to this? I was just so bloated and I couldn't figure out what to eat because you think, obviously fruits and vegetables are healthy, but sometimes raw is a little harder to digest. So what I started with was vegetable soup and steamed veggies at first. And the gut bacteria have the ability to shift within 24 hours, but it may take up to 90 days to really feel better. And I have some products that I've been personally using that will help. So I'm going to share that in just a minute. One more note on fiber. Your hormone imbalance may be due to a gut bacteria imbalance. Did you hear that? So your hormones may be able to be corrected just by feeding the good gut bacteria and correcting that gut imbalance. This is so cool to me because again, this is stuff we can do. And again, it's just a reflection of, so often our hormones are imbalanced and we rush right to HRTs, hormone replacement therapies. And I'm not saying that there isn't a place for that, but the ability for the hormone replacement therapy to work is dependent also on the health of your gut. So no matter what, this is where you start is working on the gut first and then see how you feel and then see if you need to go another step. So one more note on fiber, eating plenty of fiber will not only keep your insulin from spiking and dropping, leaving your blood sugar in a balanced state, which again, reduces inflammation in the whole body. It will also help it'll help your colon sweep excess endocrine disruptors and other toxins out of the body. So too little fiber and these toxins will be recycled back into the liver. Life is so much better with fiber. So fiber is also going to flush out toxins. So this is just amazing. I'm like obsessed with fiber right now. And just a rule of thumb, and I'm going to repeat it several times, but a rule of thumb is think about 8 to 10 cups of vegetables a day. And that was a lot for me when I first started looking into this, but now it's just part of my life. And so it makes you realize how much, processed food you're eating versus fruits and vegetables and going back to nature. So 8 to 10 vegetables, 8 to 10 cups of vegetables per day, and you're going to get a good amount of fiber. Okay, so don't even get me started on our food industry. Who lived through the low fat years when fat was the enemy? I think I went an entire decade without eating an avocado because the media had me so afraid of eating too much fat. And yet, do you know what our bodies need fat to make? Do you know what it needs fat to make? Hormones. Healthy fats can help your skin clear, your periods get more regular, and cramping, and it keeps cramping to a minimum. Attention span and mood are also improved with the right kinds of fats. So the right kinds of fats are, avocados and, coconut oil, avocado oil, olive oil, those kinds of things, healthy nuts and seeds. Those are the good fats. The fats that aren't so good are the hydrogenated fats and vegetable oil and canola oil. Those can throw off your hormone balance. You will most likely have fewer cramps and less PMS once you eliminate hydrogenated oils, vegetable oil, and canola oil. When we are eating low fat, we increase our sugar. And where there is sugar, there is insulin surging. And where there is insulin surging, there is fat being stored. In other words, healthy fat does not make you fat. The roller coaster of blood sugar makes you hold on to fat. So when we bring the insulin down, our sex hormones can function better as well. And we can release some of that fat. Yay. In order to be healthy and reduce inflammation in our body, we need to balance our blood sugar by eating foods that do not spike our insulin, such as lean proteins, healthy fats, and fiber. So think of that for all your meals. Lean protein, healthy fats, and fiber. Lean protein, healthy fats, fiber. There we go. Just to be clear, I'm not low carb. I am low insulin. And that's how we need to think of it. We need to eat the foods that aren't going to spike our blood sugar, that it's going to keep our blood sugar balanced. So in order to, and the way the blood sugar stays balanced is with that fiber. The fiber will keep woo, your insulin at a nice balanced level. In order to be healthy, we need to heal our gut. So according to Hippocrates, the father of modern medicine and why doctors take the Hippocratic oath to do no harm, he said all disease begins in the gut. And look at this, 2,000 years later, this could not be more true. We went from low fat to low carbs, which works well until it doesn't work. Has anyone been low carb for a while and now you're losing your hair, you're missing your period and having anxiety? Well, turns out the low carb keto diet studies were only done on men. How is this fair? Women with cycling hormones were not factored into the keto diet studies. This is huge news. Now I understand that estrogen, which shows up in the first part of our cycle, loves low carb and keto. And just FYI, day 1 of your cycle is the first day you need to use feminine care products. If you've lost your period, then make day 1 the first day you feel cramping. And if you're menopausal, choose the new moon as day 1 of your cycle. Okay, so day 1 through 11, this is how your hormones like to eat. Day 1 through 11, eat low carb and eat keto. And you can practice intermittent fasting by leaving 12 to 16 hours between your last bite of dinner and your first bite of the next day. Estrogen loves intermittent fasting. Estrogen also loves when you do cardio and high intensity workouts. Estrogen loves, weight training. Estrogen loves 30 grams of protein with each meal because amino acids not only help to build muscle, but amino acids also help to make hormones. Estrogen loves healthy fats like avocado, olive oil, coconut oil, sesame oil, flaxseed oil, olives, raw nut butters, Brazil nuts, almonds, cashews, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, walnuts, sesame seeds, flax seeds. It also likes, hummus. Estrogen loves beans and cabbage and spinach and broccoli, sprouts, onions, garlic, zucchini, cauliflower, fermented foods like sauerkraut and berries. Well, like sauerkraut, and then estrogen also likes berries. So it's lower insulin, right? It's not low carb, but low insulin effect and high protein and healthy fats. Okay, so the week before your period, progesterone is increasing and progesterone needs healthy carbs. This is why we crave them. Progesterone is asking for carbs so that she can do what she needs to do to give you a healthy menstrual cycle. It'll help you reduce anxiety, help your hair grow, and take away the PMS. Progesterone loves sweet potatoes, purple potatoes, white potatoes, beets, squashes, tropical fruits like bananas, mango, papaya, and citrus fruits like grapefruit, oranges, lemons, limes, beans, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage. Ladies, if you're craving chocolate the week before your period, have some dark chocolate. That's your body asking for magnesium. The more we can eat nature's carbs like sweet potatoes, squash, and fruits the week before a period, the less cramping we will have and the easier our actual cycle will be. Progesterone also loves lower impact workouts like walking and Pilates. This is the time to get a massage, take a bath, journal, go to bed earlier, eat breakfast earlier, and nurture yourself the week before your period. Your hormones will thank you. So just to be clear, let me recap. For the first, we're just going to say 3 weeks of your cycle to make it easy. For the first 3 weeks of your cycle, you are intermittent fasting 12 to 16 hours. You're eating 30 grams of protein with each meal, adding healthy fats, and eating lots of vegetables and berries. Okay, we're going to keep, most of the fruits out, but berries are great. 8 to 10 cups a day of vegetables and berries. You are also weight training and doing high intensity workouts because that's what estrogen loves. When we eat for estrogen, we're reducing our hot flashes, dryness, wrinkled skin, adult acne, low libido, and never-ending bloating and water retention, brain fog, low energy, mood swings, failing memory, and insomnia. Can we get a hallelujah? Like, this is how we eat for our hormones, you guys. So first 3 weeks, we're doing more low carb, not low carb, but low insulin, higher protein, healthy fats, higher intensity workouts if you want to. For the week before your period, we're going to kind of shift gears. We're still eating 30 grams of protein with each meal. We're still adding healthy fats. We're still doing 8 to 10 cups of fruits and vegetables. But now we're also adding the healthy carbs like sweet potatoes, squashes, beans, tropical fruits. This is when you can have your bananas, because I don't know if anyone's like me. I think I went like 3 years without eating a banana too, because I was so afraid of, carbs. It's like, oh my goodness, this is the way we eat to nurture our hormones. So the week before your period, you're reducing your fasting to like 10 to 13 hours between dinner and breakfast, okay? And doing lower intensity workouts like walking and yoga. When we eat for progesterone, we grow our hair, we get rid of our anxiety, we reduce PMS, and it makes our periods so much easier. Who knew? Like we've been fighting against our own biology for all these years. And it's like, if we can just work with our cycle, we're going to be in such a better place. So when our hormones are balanced, our cycles are balanced, our moods are balanced, our cravings are balanced, and our sleep is balanced. Can you even imagine living in the world of balance? Hormones dictate every part of our life. So now I'm so excited to connect the dots with the nutrition products that have made such a huge difference for me in my own hormonal and health journey. So keep in mind, I'm going to go through some of these Arbonne nutrition products. All of the Arbonne products are low glycemic index certified, so they'll help balance the blood sugar. All of the products are alkalinizing, and all of the products will help support the elimination organs. And guess what? All of Arbonne's nutrition products support hormone balance and gut health too. So the more I learn, the more I'm absolutely in love with this nutrition plan. And so where do I start? Oh my goodness. So we talked about, good quality protein. And you guys, so think about it. A day in the life would be starting your day with good quality protein. And so think about it. In yesteryear, we used to get up and make coffee and then put cream and sugar. This is all acidic. We'd have a bowl of cereal and milk, all acidic, all carbs, all, making your insulin rise and then crash. And 2 hours later, you're hungry again. Oh my goodness. Now we know that starting our day with protein is going to, again, keep the blood sugar balanced, keep you fuller longer, keep you more alert. You're not going to be dozing off. So one way to use to fuel your day with protein is to use the essential meal replacement protein shake. It comes in vanilla, chocolate, or new coffee flavor. It's 24 grams of vegan protein. And you guys, it has hemp seeds, pumpkin seeds, rice, cranberry. What's the other seed now? I'm losing the other seed. It's also good. Pumpkin seeds, let's see. Oh, and quinoa, that's right. It has the quinoa. So you guys, and it also has the healthy avocado oil, or healthy fat to maintain satiety, keep you fuller longer. And I swear it makes it so creamy. These protein shakes are outstanding. They taste so good, even just mixed with water. But sometimes, again, if I'm working out a lot or, just extra hungry, I'll add some nut butter or some extra healthy fat to it. Or, you could make it into a whole smoothie, add some blueberries, add some spinach, whatever you need, but to make it a little more, again, good for the gut diversity, right? And good for the fiber. So the hemp, remember, hemp seeds and pumpkin seeds are going to help the good estrogen, and it breaks down the bad estrogen. So that's cool. The amino acids in the protein also build all of our hormones. So that's amazing too. And then there's CoQ10 in the protein and in our fizz sticks, which I'm going to talk about next. And that CoQ10 is found on every cell in our body. I just think that's so interesting. And CoQ10 actually helps boost energy and stamina. CoQ10 declines as we age, and CoQ10 reduces aches and pains. It increases libido, increases fertility. It makes us in a happy mood. It combats stress. It increases cardiovascular function, enhances cognitive function, our brain. helps with headaches, improves vision, and smooths our skin. Like, how cool is that? So we have CoQ10 in our protein. We also have it in our fizz sticks, and the fizz sticks are basically a calm energy drink. And why, how can I say it's a calm energy drink? That doesn't even make sense, right? But it actually has guarana, green tea, and ginseng. And we say it's a calm energy drink because the B2 riboflavin helps regulate thyroid activity. And fizz sticks give you a boost while supporting the nervous system, and it supports the adrenals. Like, how cool is this? So that's why we can call them a calm energy. They're also so helpful with PMS, that improves our metabolism and aids digestion. They're also very alkalizing. It slows aging. Hello, do you need a drink that will help slow your aging? Okay. And it's also rich in antioxidants. Fizz sticks contain chromium, which again, balance our blood sugar, and it's going to help balance our weight, bring up our energy, help our skin, increase our memory, and reduces anxiety. B vitamins are also an important part of our stress buffering system. Who knew? Like, this is so cool. But you guys, I just want to tie this back. If our gut is not healthy, we're going to need a lot more of these to have the same effect. And that's what I'm noticing. I used to, just in pure transparency, I used to drink like 6 fizz sticks a day just to get through the day. Now I'm like 2 because I know the health of my gut has improved so much, and I don't need to keep like trying to boost myself. So this is so cool. B vitamins play multiple roles in brain function, mood regulation, the transformation of food into energy within the cells. B6 plays an important role in hormone balance. Woohoo! And the chromium, again, keeps our blood sugar steady and our cravings down. So yeah, I can't say enough. These, I always called them my happy, my happy drinks, but I'm going to say they're my happy drinks and my happy hormone drink. So there you go. Good stuff. I'm going to talk about the greens next, because this is another powerhouse product that Arbonne has as well, the superfood greens. And the ones in the tub, okay, it has the 36 different fruits and vegetables, which are also prebiotics. So think about that. The prebiotics, again, are food for the good gut bacteria. And you guys, I just want to pause. Like, this is what's so cool about Arbonne is it's not a bunch of pills, it's food. Arbonne is food and it's added to your food. And so it makes it so much more sustainable and easier for you to incorporate into your life. So the greens feed your good bacteria. They're also very alkalizing. There's chlorella in here and spirulina, but the chlorella helps flush out heavy metals, including aluminum. Like, that's huge. We tend to be overfed yet undernourished in our country. And so often we're not craving more calories, we're craving those nutrients. So again, to get a boost of a blend of 36 different, again, diverse fruits and vegetables in the blues, the yellows, the greens, the reds. This is amazing. The greens will help reduce those cravings by increasing the nutrients. So I want to talk specifically, there's papaya in the greens, and papaya not only helps the gut and digestion, but it also reduces menstrual pain by feeding the progesterone in our body. Progesterone, the progesterone also loves, and that's what's in these greens, beets, purple sweet potatoes, parsley, banana, and pineapple. So just taking your greens is going to boost your progesterone. There's also foods for estrogen in the greens, and that's flax seeds, artichoke, and broccoli. So this is just a quick cross-section of some of the superfoods you'll be ingesting daily, but 1 scoop of the greens is going to account for 1 serving of fruits and vegetables in your day. So remember, you're supposed to get 8 to 10. 1 of these scoops can count towards your 8 to 10. And remember how we're supposed to get 30 different fruits and vegetables each week? There's 36 in here. You're covered. This is so cool. So this is a way to start your day, alkalizing the body while feeding your digestive system. You can also end your day this way. So if you're feeling a little under the weather, I would up your greens. This just makes so much more sense because again, it's going to boost your gut bacteria and therefore boost your immune system because your immune system is connected to your gut bacteria. There's also beta carotene, right? In the yellows, fruits and vegetables. There's and it's found that there's higher concentrations of beta carotene found in your ovaries than anywhere else in a woman's body. Isn't that interesting? So even the oranges and yellows, okay, so squashes and apricots, I think they're in season right now, and peaches and all the yellows are going to help feed your ovaries. So eat your carrots, eat your yellows and oranges. So cool. I just geek out on this stuff. I hope you don't mind. I get so excited. So we're going to we talked a little bit about probiotics and how basically it's a non-negotiable. There's no, like in the past, maybe we thought this was optional, it's not optional anymore. In the day and age that we live with so much leaky gut going on, with so much of the glyphosate that's prevalent, we can't really get rid of it. We have to support our gut with a probiotic, and this is actually a 3-in-1. It's a prebiotic, it's a probiotic, and it has the digestive enzymes. So it's an absolute necessity to take probiotics for not only your gut health, but also your mental health. And something so cool about Arbonne's probiotics, they're not activated until they reach the small intestine. This is huge. That's why they don't need to be refrigerated. This is how the strains of probiotics in the soil would naturally occur. Isn't that amazing? In the soil, the probiotics that would naturally occur do not get activated until they hit your small intestine. They stay dormant. They go through your stomach acid, and then they become activated in your small intestine. And I just want to make clear, if there wasn't glyphosate in our system, we wouldn't need the probiotics. But since there is, this is our buffer. This will help us not fall into all of these gut issues. So yeah, this is our barrier. This is our protective barrier to all the glyphosate that's so prevalent. I want to talk about a product. Well, let me talk about what's in the bundle first. We have a 30 days to healthy living bundle that's 40% off. So that's what I'm going through right now. There's 2 bags of the meal replacement, 2 boxes of the fizz sticks. There's the tea. We got to talk about the tea. 2 boxes of the Clean Tox tea. And this is so cool too, because I always said before, the Clean Tox tea, it has the dandelion, it has the milk thistle for liver support and kidney support, and it does. It's great. And then that's all I used to say about it. But there's so much more in this little bag of tea, and I'm so excited. So number 1, there's licorice root and fennel and peppermint, and those are all herbs that support estrogen. Like, how cool. You can drink a cup of tea and it supports your hormones. Number 2, there's herbs for the ovaries. So estrogen, remember, is for the first part of your cycle. Your ovaries come into play mid-cycle, okay, when you're ovulating. And so the milk thistle, the dandelion, and the licorice root will help your ovaries mid-cycle as well. And then towards the back end of your cycle, where progesterone is increasing, there's herbs for PMS, nettle, milk thistle, and dandelion root, which are also good for blood sugar. It's also good for, the elimination organs. There's so much bang for your buck in this little box of tea. And again, this is a non-negotiable. You need it every single day. This is so powerful. This is a powerhouse right here. So you're going to get 2 boxes of the tea in your set as well. Another thing that I would highly recommend, and this I think is a choice, but again, we're not getting enough fiber. Remember how in the past we We ate 100 grams of fiber a day, and now we're like at 15 grams of fiber. And fiber feeds the good gut bacteria. Fiber will heal the leaky gut syndrome. Fiber will help everything, your brain, your hormones, your digestion, everything. So in our prebiotic fiber, which again, when I first started using the fiber, it made me so bloated. I just couldn't stand it. And so I didn't use it. Well, then my trick is, because learning how good it is for you, I take it at night. And then you wake up in the morning, all is well with the world. You don't have to be bloated. So if you're bloating, that's an indication that your gut needs help. And I'm telling you, my gut needed a lot of help. I'm doing way better with this. I still bloat a little bit on occasion, but not every day. So that's a huge, huge, huge win. I'm so excited. So the prebiotic fiber feeds the good bacteria and it suppresses the growth of bad bacteria. So take that glyphosate. We need this fiber to, again, combat the issues that we have with glyphosate. So, another add-on in our set would be the Inner Calm. And I want to talk about this product too, especially for women. And, you know, I don't know if anybody else is stressed. I don't know. But it seems, again, we're not only in the most toxic time in our country and, that we've ever had, but we're also in the most stressful time. I don't know what it is, but there's just every day is high, high, high pressure and stress on us to get everything done, right? And so the Inner Calm has adaptogens in it to support the adrenals, okay? It helps calm our nervous system, reduces the cortisol. We have to help our bodies adapt to stress, and this will help our mood and our sleep regulation. It helps to regulate blood sugar. And the saffron, it has the ashwagandha herb, okay, that helps to calm, but then there's saffron, which helps with libido. We are chronically stressed and everyone needs this. Our adrenals also help us make sex hormones, but under stress, the adrenals prioritize survival over making sex hormones. You cannot make progesterone if cortisol is high. I need to say that again. You cannot make progesterone if cortisol is high. That's why under stress, women lose their periods, right? We need progesterone to have a period. And so this is huge. This helps to bring the nervous system down. This is just a little scoop and I just mix it in with a fizz and it's delicious. Often I'll do a greens shot and just mix the greens and the gut health together, maybe with a fizz too. I don't know. Depends on the day. The gut health, the fiber, I just do at night. The tea, I love this stuff. It's so delicious. I do this, throughout the day. And then the protein shakes I'll do either as a breakfast, as a snack, as a recovery drink, as a dessert, if you're munchy, when you're traveling, when you're on the go, so you're not grabbing the unhealthy snacks. That's how I incorporate all these products. And you guys, we do have a day in the life sheet. We have a whole Facebook group that goes over this in detail. We have recipes, we have meal plans. And this is the beginning of the hormone balance series, but we're going to have a whole sheet of how to eat for your hormones as well. Oh, I don't think I even said this. The killer of hormones, you guys, is white flour, white sugar, and alcohol. And so if you're going to have white flour, white sugar, or alcohol, because again, there's birthdays, there's graduation parties, there's just times, when you're celebrating, you can't help it. Eat your fiber. So have a high fiber food as well, or bring this with you and just chase it with some fiber because that'll help keep your blood sugar stable. It'll help flush out toxins. It'll help balance your hormones so you're not going sideways because of an indulgent. This is an add-on. And again, I feel like this is a non-negotiable. We haven't talked about it in a while in Arbonne, but this is the full control. And I'm obsessed with it because it has helped me so much. Again, I believe I really had a lot of work to do after going through so many rounds of antibiotics. And I do a scoop of the full control 3 times a day in water, just throughout the day, like between meals, before a meal. I like to do it plain. It tastes delicious. It tastes really good mixed with the greens, but it works better if you take it plain. It's like a kiwi, what is the flavor? Kiwi watermelon? I don't know what it is. It is delicious and you will be hooked. But this has this magical glucomannan and saffron in it. And you guys, the glucomannan, again, is a prebiotic fiber that's going to heal leaky gut. It's going to heal leaky gut. So again, I feel like this is a non-negotiable. This is an add-on that we all need to keep our gut healthy, and it tastes delicious. And again, if you're like me and having tons and tons of bloating and you know, GI issues, then this is you have to have it. And then I wanted to say one last thing because this is super cool. Finding that grapefruit essential oil actually mitigates cortisol levels. It brings down cortisol. So again, the inner calm will help bring down cortisol, which this is lovely, but pair that with our rescue and renew line that has the grapefruit essential oil extracts, and that will again bring down your cortisol. So think about the week before your period. This is when you need your progesterone. And if cortisol is high, progesterone is going to tank. So the week before your period, get yourself the Rescue and Renew line. There's the body wash, there's a body scrub, there's the body oil, there's a bath soak. Like, did Arbonne know this? I feel like they knew this and just didn't tell. And we're just figuring this out. I feel like they knew that we would need this the week before. So the week, you know, this is what we can do every day, but then the week before, we definitely need to go with the Rescue and Renew set. And any men listening, this is a great set to buy for your ladies for a gift because it is gorgeous. It smells delicious. It's my perfume every day. I love it. This stuff is amazing. So, and it also brings down cortisol. Isn't this cool? And then let's see. I think I said it all. Okay. Woo. So the pricing on this 30 days to healthy living set is always 40% off. And again, I feel like Arbonne knew how badly we would need this. And I have such a big heart for sharing this. I mean, I've always loved it. I've always used it, but I have this renewed passion to get it out to women. Because again, I think of that statistic, 45 to 55-year-olds are at the highest risk of suicide. And it's just so, I feel like unnecessary. We just have to help our gut. You know, we have to help get our hormones in check and be together as a community, because guess what? The top hormone above all others is oxytocin. And that's what we get when we're together. We get a dose of oxytocin when we come together as a community. And so that's really what I want to do with this information, is to come together as a community and share with others. You know, if you got any tidbits out of this that you think would help another woman, please share. And, you know, join us in our Facebook group. Join us. I feel like I need to do another video on the day in the life and going through, and, you know, there's some more tips like for each meal, eat your salad first, eat the fiber first, and that will actually help your blood sugar stay maintained throughout your whole meal. Isn't that cool? So tips like that we can share together, and again, get healthier together. So the pricing of this set is $333. It's actually a $600 value. As a preferred client, the preferred client fee is typically $29 to have a year membership to get 20% off all your products for a year. But this month it's waived. Again, thank you, Arbonne. So there's no $29 fee. You're going to get actually not 20%, but 40% off this bundle. And that's all year long because Arbonne knew how bad we needed it. And you're also going to get a free product on top of that. So you could get, anyway, you'll see there's a bunch of great free products. And there's, okay, so you can become a preferred client and get your 20% off discount for a year. It's the best, you know, it's what most people do. And I really think it's the best bang for your buck, because you're going to get free shipping with qualifying orders, free gifts with qualifying orders all year long. It's such an amazing deal, amazing way to get the best products for the best price. As a consultant, however, you can become a consultant, and actually there's an income attached to these amazing products. And again, we're in a state in our country where people are needing extra income. You know, just compared to 2021, the average household needs an additional $1,000 each month just to break even from 2021. So again, I have such a big heart for this. So if that's something that you're looking for, an additional income stream that can also be willed. And that was huge to me. When I heard that, I'm like, wait, what? This is an income stream that you can build. And then once you are no longer here, you can will to your family or whoever you choose. And I just think that's so powerful. So whoever's sharing this video with you, if you'd like to hear more about that, please contact them. And you can also check out earnings.arbonne.com for all the information on the income potential in this business. But again, I just feel like the best part of the business, yes, great products, great prices. I'm so excited. I love, the income to everything, but it's the community. There's people, it's just a world-class community of difference makers and world changers. And I'm so proud and honored to be part of a community that truly builds each other up, and we want to make a difference in the world. So we invite you again to be part of our community in that way. And then also you could host and just, again, spread the word. That means so much to us as consultants, is to have a host who can connect us to people who may need these products and this information and this community. And so at the core, just to close this out, and again, I appreciate everyone listening, at the core, you have to hear this. You are enough. We are enough, just how we are. We just have to get rid of get the interferences out of the way so that our bodies can work the way they were designed. We're not broken. We just needed to be heard. We needed to be seen. And we need to be empowered to understand how to eat for our hormones and how to eat for the way our bodies were so beautifully designed. So thank you again so much. And again, share this video if you think of people that could benefit. Love you guys.